Hi everybody, it's Reagan. This is like my third video blog, so bear with me. Today I thought there's a big part of me that you guys really don't know. So I thought I'd share, no matter how silly it may be, that part of me. What do I like to do in my spare time? What about when it's raining and I can't be outside, although I love the outside? Well, I'm an artist of sorts, well, of all sorts. I went to college for commercial photography on a full ride. But that's kind of like the people who took the picture of the Big Mac that you see up there on the sign when you walk in and your sandwich never actually looks like that. Or the got milk signs and they don't really use milk to take the pictures. A commercial photographer did that. Well, that isn't really me. So, alas, that was a few wasted years, but I got a couple more degrees after that. Physics and geology. I know, right? I guess you're supposed to have an IQ at least below 140 to do that. I don't know. Something. Okay, anyway, a while back I opened up my own store and it closed a couple of years ago. But one part of it that I've kept doing periodically just for fun and just to be creative is to continue art, and I do a lot of handmade jewelry. Other than that, shoes. Now, I know what you're going to say. Oh, girl, shoes. Of course, that makes total sense. No, I don't like shoes. I'm hardly ever wearing shoes. So, as you can tell, that's not really my thing. So, I started painting custom shoes for people by order. But before people started ordering them and having them sent all over the world to wear on runways, etc., I had to come up with some prototypes first, right? So everybody's seen like the good and the bad, the swallows, like people get tattooed on them. Of course, I tattooed on and off in a very well-known shop for 7 years. So I started by painting these. These are Skechers. Anyway, kind of cool. I guess if you're, yeah, this way. Anyway, those tennis shoes for girls. If the pair looks different, I'll be sure to show you both pairs, but if they look pretty much the same, these are men's. I'm getting a horrible glare. The spray paint can, which turns into all the little homies, and says old school on the other side. The other shoe is almost exactly the same, it's just the little guys are different. Won't waste your time with that. I did these. It starts out with the skull and it rotates, rotates, rotates. And the skull, it goes down the side with the gray and black. And those are the same except for opposites, so the skulls are facing away from each other when you're wearing them. The flames go up the outside. And of course, you know, flames, flames. And the glittery heel, which all the girls seem to really, really like. This pair, they're more anime themed with kind of a good girl, bad girl. And of course we have good girl and good girl. And of course there's more anime type art here in the back. And the backs. And the bad girl. You might ask why you don't ever see me wear any of these shoes in any of my photo sets. Well, if you've got an idea, let me know. I'd love to hear about it. Let's see. Now, the fishnet heel could only go with Betty Page. Pinup girl. A little bit dusty from sitting and not being too messed with. But, yeah, if you have any ideas for an interesting shoot, let me know. These start out like this. Everybody knows the koi. Everybody knows the lotus. The toes. The other shoe again is just like this, only just opposite. For you guys, I have, of course, Chuck's, the best, right? The world is yours. It says, say hello to my little friend. And there is Scarface. I love these Chucks. Absolutely love them. And my absolute favorite pair, and happen to be one of my very first, and suit me so much better, are these ones. They got the heart, the diamond, all the way down the heel, and they say walk the line, bullet holes, the gun. All these are completely painted by hand. This is kind of hard to tell, but if you look at it right, without a glare on it, you can tell it's a girl pointing a gun at you. And of course the heel goes down that way. Let me shut my cell phone up. Okay. Now, also, yeah, I do shoes because I also draw. You'll have to excuse the fact that I had a house fire a while back, and I lost everything. Absolutely everything. So I haven't had, I'm alone a lot, other than my kids, and I don't necessarily want to put pictures of my kids up here. So I mainly have myself. And as you know, if you know me, I'm quite a gearhead. I also love shooting guns as in target practice. I do it competitively. I dance competitively, samba, and I draw competitively. This is a painting. This is acrylic. I love black and white photography. I love doing it, and a lot of times I'm my only subject. So if I want something to do, and this is me with my favorite 22 Magnum. Everybody says 22 Magnum, that's a little gun. No, it's quite Dirty Harry. Somebody really wants to talk to me. I don't care who they are. That's just me. That's pencil. Get a little bit of a glare there. And this is not my child, but a friend's that I had taken a picture of, and then I drew from the picture. That's what I do with my portraits. Take a picture and then draw it. I really, really wish I could find a great non-copywritten or track down the copyright artist picture of David Bowie, or maybe I'll just secretly draw it to put on my wall because I like the painted versions. Okay, so now you know a little bit more about me and how vast my creative side is, just to say the very least. I don't like shoes, I don't even like wearing them, but I like drawing on them and painting on them. People have me do Christmas bulbs, stuff like that, but it gets kind of monotonous, as you can imagine. Uh, I'm a certified hair and makeup artist for photography, so that's how I get pro photographers to do some of my sets on here. I trade out. Instead of them paying me, I have them do a shoot for me. So now, here's a question I'm going to pose to you, and I'm going to hold a contest on this. So hold your answers, but watch my page. Halloween's coming up. My birthday is October the 3rd, but then I also have Halloween coming up. Now I have a 6-year-old little girl, I have a 2-year-old little boy, and I have me. It's going to be cold on Halloween. What should I be for Halloween? Last year, me and a guy friend took the kids, and I spent a lot of money on the costumes, and we were Jack and Sally from The Nightmare Before Christmas, which I'm constantly drawing on vases, wine glasses, anything, cookie jars, anything anybody asks me to. But we were life-sized, and when I am here and I'm giving out candy, I've found that I usually do my house up, and the people here, that I have a lot of people come and each hold a bowl of candy, so they have to kind of like walk the line. And even though it's daylight, a lot of kids won't stop. So, if you have any ideas for what I could be that would still keep me warm and not frozen, like something skimpy or anything, let me know. And I can be quite creative. I don't want to spend a lot of money. I don't want to go buy an expensive costume. I don't mind buying a basic costume and then adding on to it. But maybe you've seen some creative things, maybe you've done some creative things, or maybe you're just a creative person. But I'm going to have a contest for ideas of what I should be for Halloween. And that, I'm not exactly sure what the prize should be. If you got ideas on that, you can send those right to me. Well, now you've seen what I do with a little bit more of my spare time when I'm not here on MFI. So I hope you enjoyed. I hope it was a little neat to you. And if you have any ideas for a way that I could use these shoes, it's better than sitting around collecting dust. TGIF, and I will hopefully hear from you very soon.